How's this for a change of pace? From the late-night sidekick from Thunder Bay to the Boston Bonecrusher from Weymouth Falls, Nova Scotia.
You fought Jack Johnson?
Fought him. Beat him clean.
A story of a sports great mostly untold until now. We hear from the director of a new short film about a Canadian boxing star right after this.
Heavyweight world champion. Him? I don't think so.
Sam Langford was from Nova Scotia, and he's one of the best boxers you've likely never heard of. He's considered one of the greatest of all time. He fought through the early 1900s into the 1920s and challenged color barriers. And while his story was largely lost in sports history, a new film will tell that story. Meet the director in our moment.
The thing that I've always loved and admired about Sam Langford is you've got this guy from Weymouth Falls, Nova Scotia, so rural Canada, and he's decided to set his sights on taking on the world heavyweight champion. It's such an audacious idea. He never actually gets to fight for the belt. And that's because at the time the color line had been drawn, so black boxers were not allowed to fight white boxers for the belt in the heavyweight division.
How did you fool them?
Don't know what you mean.
So in this film, we take a really small slice of Sam's life late in his career, 1923, 3 years before he officially retires. People have heard of him and are excited that this film is being made, or they've never heard of him and they're shook by it. They're like, how have I not ever heard of this guy before?
Sure was a different era in so many ways. Record keeping wasn't very good, but apparently he was in 200 to 600 fights. And back then, I'm told that fights could be like 60 to 100 rounds. And a lot of people wouldn't fight him. Some of those refusals were because of his color, but Jack Johnson, the black boxer, is one of the people that wouldn't fight him because he was just too good. That's The National for February 21st. If you missed Cross Country Checkup today, our new 60-minute podcast version is posted right now. Good night.